Hey team, what's up? It's Sherman from Boss Mod. I'm going to explain the four-member party system to understand your mental wiring. So let's get right into it. So as you can guess, there are four members, four key members anyway. First is you. It's your hero class. It's what you do best, what you have an compulsion to do. I guess it could be an impulse as well. And it's basically just how you choose to live in the world, and that's a huge part of what's going on. And then next you have it's called your auxiliary function. I call it the companion. So it's like your buddy that follows you around and helps you out with all your quests on your hero's journey and whatnot. So the hero and the companion are different races. I call introverted functions elves and extroverted functions dwarves. Introverted functions are looking at depth and they're reliving their experiences through reverie, and it takes more time for them to just hard engage on a monster or whatever, right? And then dwarves, the extroverted functions are go, 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 and they spread out their interests and try to take it all in. Take it all in. So your companion and your hero are different races, and they balance each other out. And one is going to be a caster, one is going to be a scout. Casters are thinking and feeling functions. As you can imagine, that's mage or healer classes. And then the scouts are sensing or intuition, which would be warrior or hunter. Okay, so if you are an INFP, like I am, introverted feeling is your hero function, your dominant function, and that would be an elf healer. And then you balance that with your companion, which is a dwarf hunter. Okay? So they have two different objectives and goals and everything like that. And the companion balances, I keep saying balances, the companion just gives you what you need so that you can escape your head, and that you can pick up everything in the outer world in your own unique way. In this case, it's through abstract leaps and just intuition. Okay, so that's the two main characters at play within your mental wiring. And next you have your newbie. Your newbie is not as good, obviously, as the other ones based on the name. So your hero and your companion are about a level 30. Okay, let's say that. They're, skilled. They're as max level as you can be. And you know how to use them. They know, your abilities and everything. Everything's good. But your newbie is a level 10, kind of just can't quite do everything at the same level as a level 30, at the same skill proficiency. So newbie might end up running in there and breaking a bunch of dragon eggs and pulling the boss and spawning a bunch of dragons like Leroy. Okay, it's just that newbie aspect of you. You'll think that it's better and more skilled than it actually is. And part of it's just kind of inflation and stuff. Your hero, if you are an introvert, then your newbie is also an introvert. And it's still, one is going to be a caster, one is going to be a scout. The newbie and the hero. Just like the newbie, or the companion and the hero. Okay. So it's easier for you to listen to your newbie because it's the same race, speaks that same language as you, um, more easily understood. And the problem is if you listen to it too much, then you ignore your companion who is the same level as you, still very skilled. You ignore that, and then you just, for an introvert, you only look at your past experiences. As an extrovert, you only look to what's out there in the world and you don't introspect. You have to balance it out. Okay? So hero, companion, newbie, and then you have your escort. Escort is basically like AI for you. It's like an escort quest. And it has great rewards to it, but it's not easy by any means. Your hero and your escort are going to be opposite races and both of the same style. So if let's go back to INFP, okay? I'm an introverted feeler. I'm an elf healer. Okay, my escort is going to be extroverted thinking. It's the polar opposite. Or dwarf mage. But I don't want to get into too much of the different cognitive functions, just want to talk about the stack itself, how your party works. So the escort is even more difficult for you to control than the newbie. And it comes out and it does worse things than the newbie in a lot of ways, you know. It's basically like AI, so it can just bug out and get stuck in a rock or, you know, just run off into a bunch of minions. And you gotta save it. And it just continues on its quest and you get kind of screwed. But there's an aspirational side to it, and that is you see the good that can come out of it, but it's just so different than how you choose to live in the world. But as you grow up and you get more skilled in using it and you start exploring a little bit more and you don't rely on your hero style as much. Of course, it'll still be the top, the number one, but you know, you'll take in other advice and stuff, right? Yeah, as you do that, you'll start seeing the benefit of using your escort, and you'll start appreciating people who do it as well. As an elf healer, I never really got along with dwarf mages until I really got to understand them. You know, it was just an instant clash, right? So if you clash with somebody in that way, it's possibly, I'm not going to say always, it's possibly because they have that same style as your escort. So that's a quick little roundup of how the 4-member system works. Stay tuned for the other videos. I'm going to explain the different types, like INFP, ESTJ, and all that other stuff. And explain how the members within the party work together to get stuff done. All right, thanks for watching. Good luck, have fun.